Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations with Sakina. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a different kind. It's going to be a little more personal. I'm going to take a look at one of my dreams, asking Sakina for a little bit of assistance with this dream, with the cards of course, and find out if maybe I am understanding the dream properly. I'll give you a little bit of background as to what it's all about. But before we do that, if you enjoy tarot pick-a-cards, weekly tarot forecasts, tarot and oracle walkthroughs, and monthly zodiac snapshots, you're in the right place because that is what I do. And I upload 3 times a week, sometimes 4 with specials. So if that's something that you're interested in, please like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of my weekly content. So now a little background here. I am a Scorpio, which means Scorpio rules the genital area of the body. Okay, so anything basically between the groin and the belly button. I've had a lot of trouble all my life through that area. A cyst at the age of 16 that actually ruptured and caused me to have a blood transfusion, and a huge scar. Because back then, they didn't do things as simply as they do now with just 3 little spots. Mine is a huge scar from hip to hip. Anyway, those kinds of things have kind of plagued my life. And it's kind of gotten worse as I've gotten older. My digestive system and so many different things not working the way that I would like them to. So just recently, I asked Sakina to please send my medical team, to assist me with this problem area that I have, because I really just don't want to live like this anymore. I want to be able to eat whatever I want without having problems. I want to be able to walk a lot, and that is one thing that is also an issue, is that I have an extra vertebrae that I'm not supposed to have, which can cause major problems in that area only on the back side of the spine, where I've actually had to learn to walk 3 times in my life. Learn to walk over again. Not that I don't know how to walk, it's just my body would not allow me to walk. It took a year of healing. So there's been a lot of problems with this part. So I asked Sakina to please send my spirit team and to have them help me do some healing there. That night, I had a dream, and unfortunately, I cannot remember the entire dream. But what I do remember was that I was in some kind of a situation where I was a nurse or some kind of field doctor, field nurse, something like that. And I went into a building and I found somebody laying on the ground, and on their stomachs. And they were kind of covered a little bit with a sheet, and there was just a little bit of blood stain on the sheet in their lower back. Okay, so apparently this person, I knew them and they were very important to me, but I can't tell you who they are, what they look like, nothing like that. That did not show. But I needed to treat them. So I uncovered and realized that the section from the belly button to the groin had been completely cut on both sides. Excuse that, that was Sammy, my chihuahua. Anyway, completely cut all the way through. So you could actually remove the legs and remove the upper torso. It was cut like that. Disgusting, right? Well, this is for mature audiences. Anyway, I don't remember what I did right away, but I do remember later on in the dream trying to stitch up both sides, or all the way around on both sides. So all the way around on the belly, where the belly button is, and all the way around on the lower part of the body, the groin area, and sewing it all together so that this person, whoever it was, could get up and walk again. Very odd dream. And I know that sometimes, people look at nightmares as though that might be a nightmare. And I suppose it could seem like it, but I do believe that the person lying there had been me. But I was me, the surgeon or the field doctor or whatever I was me also. So it was like I was able to come out of the body. I didn't feel any pain or anything. So I could work on that person without having any issue. Nightmares are actually, in dream interpretation, which I am a certified dream analyst, you can look at a nightmare and realize that you can learn so much from a nightmare. So much. It's one of the best dream ways that shares information that you need to know. And once you've interpreted it, it doesn't seem like a nightmare at all. So, I could analyze it the normal way, but I really wanted to ask Sakina, since it was her I asked to send the medical team to start with. I wanted to ask her what exactly this dream meant. Was it a healing dream? I mean, is my spirit team, my spirit medical team, actually healing me as I'm sleeping? Or is it something else? Am I releasing issues in the root chakra and the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra? Am I releasing? What is it exactly that this dream was meant to share with me? So that's what we are going to take a look at and see what Sakina actually has to say about this. So, oh crap. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle up the cards here. And see what Sakina has to share. All right, so the main gist here. We have the Four of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is it's obvious I've been holding on to some pretty heavy emotional issues. And the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra all are, well, root chakra is survival, the three of them work together in the physical world. So how we deal with things in the physical, those chakras react. Those energy centers do react. So in this case, part of the reason that I'm having so much trouble in that area is because I'm holding on to things that I shouldn't be holding on to, issues that I shouldn't be holding on to. And they're earthly issues. So it could be things from this lifetime. It could be things from previous lifetimes that I brought in, carried over, and am now having even more problems with those things. Sometimes past life carryovers. If I had an issue in a past life when I was 60, that issue will begin, if I've carried it over, it will begin at the age of 60 in this lifetime. Would explain why maybe didn't have any problem previously. The King of Cups, again, this is normally somebody who has major control of their emotions. But I feel like Sakina's saying in this case, this is something I need to gain control of. I need to let go of those issues that I'm having and realize that I can emotionally deal with anything, no matter how turbulent it is, so that maybe I don't have the problems that I'm having any longer with the survival mode, the fight or flight, the root chakra issues. So let's see where else she wants to go with this. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Awakening, the Ace of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Magician. Okay, so I feel like with the Queen of Cups, did I say Queen of Cups? Queen of Pentacles. I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles here, Sakina is saying where this dream is concerned. I was digging deeply, trying to find a way to heal myself, to heal my physical self. And a queen is all about nurture and care. So trying to find a way to feel as though I have control over my own physical body, but not in a forceful way, but in a caring and nurturing way. And with the Judgment card, which in this deck is Awakening, this is a shedding. See if you can see that. This is a shedding of the old skin. So I feel as though this dream was helping me to shed off some of those old ideas, those old emotions. Anything that would cause me passionate emotion that affects that particular area of the body. And with the Ace of Wands, this is like a seed that got planted, as though to be able to let go of all these, I do have to dig deep. I do have to shed my old skin, shed the old ideas, shed the old emotions. And the seed has now been planted in my mind. It was done in a very creative way, a very creative seed that was planted in my mind by my medical team, my spiritual medical team. And now I just have to let with the Magician, let things roll forward as they're meant to, without sabotaging, without trying to hold on to issues that I know that I have, that of course, personally I'm not sharing with you, that maybe are causing, at least in the current lifetime, I know some of them perhaps, but otherwise I'm going to have to take it on faith that as above, so below. The spirit that I want to have, the ethereal body that I want to have, needs to help me heal the physical body. And by healing the ethereal body, the holes are repaired, and that in turn will repair the issues in the physical body. So let's see if she has anything else to share here. So we have the Six of Swords, the Seven of Cups. I'm looking over so I can make sure you can see them on the screen. The Lovers, the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Swords. So with the Six of Swords, that is my card for peace of mind. It is the card that says the thoughts, I can overcome anything. Whatever ideas that I have, whatever thoughts are going through my mind, they're going to be harmonized, or were harmonized while I slept. And it isn't, with the Seven of Cups, it's not necessarily something that I will know for sure what is happening. And if you can see this card, it is showing she's floating off the ground and her head is in the clouds. A foundation has been laid for me through the dream state, and I'm not going to know everything. What I do need to understand is that I am connected to spirit. I am connected, and the seed has been planted in a very creative way, so that these emotions with this Ace of Cups will release and release and release. Probably in my dreams, maybe in other ways. I might break down crying at some point just to release off all of these emotions, because all these energy centers in our bodies do run on emotion. That's what it's all about. So these emotions are going to begin releasing in specific target areas. It's also saying here with the Three of Swords is that if I want to assist this process and help it along a little bit, I can certainly read up on other ways to aid in releasing emotional issues, aid in keeping my three main bottom chakras open. I can take in that knowledge into my mind and perhaps help through my dream state to aid in more healing. So let's see what the bottom of the deck card is. We have the Eight of Swords. And that Eight of Swords is a mastery of thought in my mind. Being able to master how I think about that area of my body so that I don't sabotage what is going on with the healing with my spiritual medical team. If as a for instance, I say I want this part of my body to be healed, and then in the next breath I say, oh, I'm always having problems with that area of my body. Well, I've just negated the request. So the universe, my spirit team, doesn't really even know what to do for me. So I have to be very careful with my thoughts and with how I speak, and get to be quite the master at that. So if I have to talk about it at all, I can say, I am in great health. I have no issues with that area of my body. Once upon a time, perhaps I did, but no more. And that is what I believe the Eight of Swords is sharing, or what Sakina is sharing with me about this Eight of Swords, is I do not want to sabotage the work that my spirit medical team is doing for me through the dream state. So I feel as though this was very enlightening for me, and it's a great way to take a look at your dreams, is to grab a pack of tarot cards, and if you know who your guide is, work with them. And even if you don't, just say, hey, guide, can you help me out here? So that's what I have for this somewhat personal reading. I'm going to try to do some personal things off and on this channel, just so you kind of get to know me a little bit. And I hope that you'll make comments down below and allow me to get to know you as well. So that is it for today. Until next time, take care.